Let's talk about a little bit what drew each of you to this project.
Joaquin drew me to the project.
Amy drew me to the project. No, I think probably for both of us, I don't know, I've been a fan of Spike's since his music videos. So the opportunity to work with him was obviously very exciting. But then on a script that was so unique and full of these big ideas and this wonderful heart and accessible emotion, it just seemed like, it's the question more like, why wouldn't you do this movie, right? Yeah, like you couldn't possibly find any reason to not do the film.
Where was Theodore in his life before he meets Samantha, and what does she bring to his life?
I think Theodore is somebody that when we meet him is in a forced, self-imposed isolation. He just doesn't really know who he is anymore. So much of his identity was wrapped up in his marriage and his relationship, and it's something that was so important to him. And when that dissolves, he has this feeling that he's not connected to the world in any way. He can't even connect to his friends, and so he feels isolated. And Samantha, because of her own desire her own appetite for learning about the world and about emotion and about experience, reignites his passion for the world, because he was somebody that was very curious and playful and excited and full of love. And so she really helps him to find himself again, find the Theodore that he was. What do you say in the film? I miss Theodore, not the mopey, miserable Theodore, but the fun,
Yeah.
And that's really, I think, what Samantha helps him to rediscover.
Explain the relationship between Theodore and Amy. What do their characters have in common when the film opens?
Heavy sex. That's not true, actually.
It's a friendship, yeah. We have in common that we're both at a crossroads, an emotional crossroads, and sort of looking to do things differently, I would say.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And it is cool. You were talking about this before, about that seeing a friendship, an unbelievable friendship between a guy and a girl, and how rare that is in films. And
it is, yeah. No innuendo, no overtures, no. Just love.
More than technology, this film's about people's need to connect with others. How do the characters portray this in the film?
Great thing about Spike is nothing's ever done in like a real obvious way, and it's through conversation and through details, and you learn through the brilliant dialogue that he writes where these characters are, and so it's what's beautiful about these two characters, is that I feel like they're constantly seeking, and it's through that seeking that they communicate sort of their need for connection.
Do you think technology is changing the way people connect these days?
Of course.